Welcome back. Spy family on our plate, and of course, life is going to go exceedingly easy. Especially when you're trying to protect the entire nation and having to deal with secret police. Or just to get a few extra hours in bed because you're only 5 years old. To be fair, I'll probably want to get back to bed as soon as I've done recording, so really what's the difference? Age isn't a matter there. The main difference? I'm not any sort of telepath. I don't have to attend a prestigious school. And I don't believe I'm under investigation for any sort of physical violence against other students. Shall we see how Anya's getting on? Starting off on a really early morning. Considering I woke up only about an hour ago and it's already midday. Maybe going on a really early morning jog is beyond me, but keeping healthy at his age, good man. He's so elegant in his daily morning routine. Steeping the tea leaves properly, getting the right timing of it. He's been taught well. Against his better judgment because she was fighting for her friend, but rules are put in place to protect the masses as well. Let's hope that they don't do anything else to bring the shame upon the school. That is some quick reactions. My alarms would still take another 5-6 attempts. Was his dad not there? Standing alone. I see. And with his brother being such a big deal. Well, he is left behind in the family. And yet having such unwavering support from his lackeys there. Doing a little to ease his wavering heart. Class competition dodgeball. I mean, you'd have to do something incredibly good in a class PE to be given a Stella that easily, but reading the history of Eden College while listening to a gramophone. He really has a relaxing morning about to be destroyed by having to teach the kids. Yes, exactly. That's how the day's gonna go. You keep holding on to that. It might stop you having a stroke. No, teaching kids and the like is always going to be a tough ordeal. But you think he would be thinking it's a little easier upon this school where only the best of the best managed to get in. But with how many days have they been at school so far? To have a dodgeball competition and also a PE lessons. I don't know if Anya's the most physically able out of everyone, but I don't think we've been shown anything either way. Is it of the good variety this time? Damn this friend in class 7 that everyone hears from. Letting it slip, you might be getting a Stella. You might need to do some looking into it. Well, is that a good idea? We saw what her training did last time. I mean, might not need to go that far, but maybe tone it down a little. She just gets strangely into it. I mean, does she need to be so vicious in her day job? One. One. God, you're pushing it to her limits. How is she expected to do 5? They've been running for all of 15 seconds. I feel like you're slightly overestimating how capable Anya is at keeping up. I've never seen anyone use a ball to deforest an area, but I like the music. There's a lot of visualization going on there, but the fact that Anya is taking it seriously, she really wants one of those commendations for doing well. Choas. Really? Wardful training? Shower. In fact, we're getting like a Rocky-esque montage. Yes, if you manage to survive physical training, the dodgeball will be no issue. Give yourself a Street Fighter bandana. The apology didn't go well. How was one of the first interactions going to be? Remember, despite how mean he is, the mission still depends on it. I mean, I don't think we needed it stated so obviously, but there it is, in case it was slightly vague. Bobby. Oh, getting to know another class might be good. Don't know if they're gonna make any friends for a dodgeball. Little dodgeball competition. Really getting to having a look into the opposition, into their team composition. Bill Watkins. Good going, Bill. Now that is a wall that's going to be hard to overcome. She raises a good point, but let's not think about it for now. Damian-kun. Seriously? I mean, you're about 4 meters away from them. I don't think you need to go to that length. Multi-hit. He's getting really into this. This is what he lives for. Now maybe he's been taking lessons from Yor as well. You didn't go through the pole. So his father is M. Bison. Good to know. This is getting... Well, that's good. Also, it doesn't just catching it by itself make the make the character through the player who threw it out anyway. Didn't need to hit them. Maybe this is different in a friendly game of dodgeball like this. Well, friendly with massive inverted commas. He's lost. This just keep going. He's done for already. Who is he fighting? Piccolo or Frieza? Which section of Dragon Ball are we in? We're not going to that level of delving into copyright. I see. Almost worked. Yeah, distraction. I mean, they're flashing or not very efficient. Get down, Mr. President. He's so happy to be able to fulfill his duty there. Now, does it actually work, or is it aiming for a different player altogether? Ah. Yeah, he's dead. We're not seeing him again. Are we really getting a wartime last words, tell my wife I love them? Yeah. Absolutely the best. We don't need the melodramatics. I suppose being able to tell his moves in advance. Useful. Really starting to question his skills and methods. Stand still. Poor kid. He took the full brunt. She's a true monster. You can't expect to ever win against her. It seems like some unfair plays going on. Now, is Damien going to cast aside his MVP status to do anything here? Is he going to be able to hold on? Out. And being the last player on the team doesn't necessarily mean you're the MVP, but having a bit of a healing moment there for them. Put the skills you're taught to the test here. Now that's a... Really put your hips into it, you're... Jesus. Might be a bit much to use in a school game of dodgeball, but also... How much was this actually... actually practiced? I'm truly expecting the wind-up, the throw, the... explosive power to be driven into the floor. Of course, there had to be the dramatic gust of air coming in as well. Somewhat replicating it quite well. Into her whittle hands. I mean, putting in the effort, the almost got it, just the release was a bit off. It was a good attempt. You almost had us through a while there. Oh. So I was right in thinking that at the beginning, but overcoming the odds, working together. Or not. Yeah. Maybe he'll rethink how much he thinks of them now. Yeah, it hasn't exactly panned out well so far, has it? I'm sure in the future something you'll actually teach her will become useful, but for just daily life at school at such a young age, I don't think techniques to really overcome enemies to the degree that you're showing have many places in class. But seeing a dodgeball tournament to the level of excitement and skill and visual delight as something like Haiku, really putting in the effort. I guess that Anya cares more about physical education than she does about normal studying, even if albeit only slightly. But at least no more Trinitas bolts. So it appears whoever has been giving off the rumours of giving out Stellars thanks to becoming MVP of a single game of dodgeball, well, they're not going to be very trustworthy in the future. But such rumours spreading around like wildfire, trying to find the root of them now, interfering with actual information gathering. How is false information being spread about going to help? Is Lloyd going to have to step in, make sure that what Anya's being told is correct? Of course, if it helps her actually put in the effort and try and do well, maybe it's best not to say anything. But also getting to see another student, even if it's in a different class, they're really laying in some characters in this school. Choice of voice actor, surprising, slightly terrifying. Don't believe I met any kids while I was in middle school quite like that. Although if I remember, there was a kid like 6'5" and a full beard by age 13 when I started high school, so I really, really did appreciate the morning routine. Start off slow, the day of our professor, comforting, relaxing, elegant. Maybe I need to switch up how I live. It seems a lot better than waking up at the last minute to some blaring alarms and realising, I'm already 20 minutes late for work. An interesting episode. No real pluses, minuses. Just carried on through the day. There's no wins. But most importantly, no more lightning bolts to add to her record. It was close going, though. If they had kept fighting after the match, what could have happened? But of course, Damien, going against his better judgment, stepping in there to... Granted, if he had caught the ball, would have been quite impressive. But stepping in the way nonetheless. But we do know that his fan club lackeys, if you want to call them, they can't live without one another. They died the way they lived, constantly comforting each other. But that's a game of dodgeball that, honestly, I don't think we ever played in any sort of PE lessons I had. But I do know that if I was in that game, I'd cast such a little impression on everyone that I'd kind of slip into the background, be one of the last players on the field, and then people go, "You're still in!" and then fail spectacularly just to let everyone down. That is not at all speaking from experience. But Spy and Family being a show that is entertaining, to say the least, I'm kind of excited to see where this goes. There's still a few episodes left. If you're enjoying it, let me know. Consider leaving a like on the video, maybe a subscribe to the channel if you don't want to miss out. For now, though, get a bit of rest, recover from those deadly, deadly ball-to-the-face injuries. See you in the next one.